You never bring up free with your father, right?
My father won't.
Why not?
I already told him.
What? You told your father? Your father with a sword? You told him to get married just like that?
He's totally cool with it. Mostly.
But I wanted to tell them all together.
But we need his help, and you don't know my mother. She would really screw this up.
Not marrying your mother.
I know. Look, it might seem really old-fashioned, but I want his blessing.
You're right. It is old-fashioned.
Kiss. Shh. Do you love me?
Of course.
Okay, then leave it to me. It's all going according to plan.
What plan? There is no plan.
That's the plan. Improvise. But guessing.
You're really crazy.
You say that like it's a bad thing. It's just a simple dinner. What could go wrong? Come on. Aww. Be patient, and soon the way will be clear. Focus your fear, and troubles all will disappear. Let's not talk about anything else. Please don't leave us out of the cold. But love, but love, but love.
I still can't get over the little girl joke. That was so good. Interesting chair. Antique. 15th century. The heritage chair. Once owned by the Grand Inquisitor of Spain, Tomas de Torquemada. You collect this task. Why, of course. Some men collect baseball cards. Some men collect expensive cars. I collect instruments of persuasion. Why, you ask? Go on. Ask me why. Why? Because it's fun. The history of the world will contain dismemberment. I show you. Get up. Move. They ask you a question, you give answer. They don't like answer. Boom! Now you should leave. Woo! You want to try it? No, maybe some other time. Okie dokie. So, how about these crazy kids, eh? They're very fond of each other, no?
It's not like they're getting married or anything.
Of course not. But then again, they get married so young these days. Do they not?
I don't really know what they do, so...
Well then, tell me about you. Your story. Dominiki Saga.
Lucas? Well, he's a lot like his mother. He's soft. When he grows up, I'll make him a man. Show him the business.
You and I feel as though we understand each other, do we not?
No. So then tell me, Adams, 10,000 square feet right in the middle of a public park. How'd you swing this place?
It was inherited to me by my great ancestor, Alfonso the Enormous, for services rendered.
What kind of services?
Alfonso the Enormous! The Enormous! Do I have to paint you a picture? You know what? Forget it. Why don't we go see the moat? Did you bring a bathing suit? Ah, who cares? Let me crazy! Wow!
Oh, and this is cousin Helga from Baden Baden.
Oh, who's that looking over her shoulder?
No, that's her other pet. You know what they say?
And who's that man in the dress?
That's Wednesday's Aunt Herman. Twice removed.
I don't understand.
They removed it once, but it grew back. Oh, look, our wedding pictures.
What's this?
Our wedding vows.
Oh, how romantic. We promised to tango at least 3 times a week.
For passion.
We promised to tell each other everything.
or truth?
Everything.
Of course.
Oh boy, sure doesn't work that way in our house.
How does it work?
Well, what's good for the gander is a nice, quiet goose. If I tell him all my secrets, all hell would break loose.
Alice, I'm shocked. What kind of marriage is it where you keep secrets?
A long one.
Secrets are the enemies of passion. Speaking truth will get you through the day. Truth is not a thing that one should ration, but I think you think of it that way. Never keep a sin inside the closet. Always give the facts a fighting chance. Every time you do it's a deposit. Take the long-term life of your romance. Keep no secrets if you want to remain your lover. Share all secrets. There's a world of things we might discover. Truth is beauty. He should always know exactly who you are. Bury your secrets, and your marriage will be healthier by far. Romance adores me, never ignores me, always has put me first. And Alice, if he should try once, telling a lie once, I'd throw him out head first. Really, he'd beg I reconsider. Kneeling, he'd quickly start to drown. Begging me for lenience, but at my first convenience, I'd throw him on the first bus out of town.
Morticia, Gomez devoted, never misquoted, always the paragon. And if he told you you're lying, why had anything to carry on?
That's it exactly.
Is there no room for some discussion?
Romans lie.
There's no chance you might forgive.
A lie, and I stand still. And I can quickly go downhill. She kept a secret and she wound up on the guillotine. Now I see what you mean. She kept a secret and they shot her with an M16.
That's not a pretty scene.
She kept a secret and she wound up on the cover of a magazine.
She's quite the Philistine.
The dance routine. Keep no secrets. Welcome honesty with no resistance. Then your marriage is a lonely kind of coexistence. Lies and secrets, they're the things that keep a husband from a wife. Go and love me. Keep never keep with a lie.
So tell me, Lucas, where does a college student get the money to afford an engagement ring?
After school, I work at the store. And on weekends, I visit the charter school. Oh, and in the summers, I work at my own grocery store.
Sure. And is any of this true?
Most of it.
And in your time off, wise guy?
Mostly, I think about Wednesday and how much I love her and how we can have a wonderful life together.
And what about when you grow old? What will you become?
Maybe a writer. Or a medical examiner.
A medical examiner. Why?
Because you get to look at the inside of people's bodies and they don't mind because they're dead.
Where did you find it? Gomez!
It's your mother!
No! Oh my god!
Why don't we just tell her?
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Eat it. Well, we're gonna go now. See you at dinner.
Yes. Come, Lucas. Would you like to see the moat? Oh, would you also like to see the rat the size of a dachshund?
Gomez! What's going on?
Nothing. You were just talking.
Who was it that's talking? That was conspiring.
That was not conspiring. This is conspiring. Oh, no, she's coming. Oh, no, she's coming.
That's
Janina, stop this foolishness.
You're keeping something from me.
I have never kept anything from you. And may lightning strike me when I stand if I am telling a lie to you right at this very moment. What?
That it should come to this.
Come, my darling. I have a sudden urge to take you in my arms.
No. Not today.
But you've never turned down a trip to heaven.
I'll be in my room. So you're ready to share like a proper husband.
Morticia! Mia!